Hello, my friends. All right, I'm just going to make sure that we are live in all the right places. All right. Always want to make sure we're live in all the right places, right? Facebook, I love you so much. I love how you test me every day. Things are always different. You never know what you're going to get on Facebook. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, here we are. It's another day in paradise. Yes, okay. Whew. We're on the right page. How's everyone doing? Okay. Oh, there we are. Hi, Christy. Beautiful woman. How are you? Such a great day. All about gratitude. The vibes are flowing. Is everyone feeling? We are filling up the cup. We are filling, and my cup is already overflowing. I'm needing a bigger cup. You saw yesterday, if you didn't catch my video, literally how my day started, and today is no different. And what this month is all about, we're talking about active gratitude, right? We're talking about how to up level your gratitude, how to take things to the next level, because that's what I'm always about. Like, okay, you're fit, how do we take you to that next fit level? Okay, you feel like you're zenned out, you feel calmness and stillness, how do we get you to that next level of calm and still? You're grateful, but how do we take you to that next level of gratitude? And this is like taking the amor fati, love your fate to the next level, because if you can focus on gratitude every single day, you literally can rewire your brain. And so this month, I'm so excited because if you do these exercises that I've laid out, this is the process of how you can start to think this way. This is the process of how you can literally start to change your life and turn a grump into the best day ever. Turn a grumpy mood into the best mood ever. And this is how you do it. Every day you just focus on all the things. And it's not just like, we're all grateful for our health, for our friends, for our family, for our connections. I mean, all these things are all great. Never gonna downplay any of those things. But it's like, those are things that are like, yes, I'm healthy, woohoo! But what about being grateful about in the times when you have troubles? How about being grateful for all the tiny little things, right? And the more that you can train your brain, the more that you literally, all you see is good. All you see is gratitude. All you see in a hiccup is how you came through that hiccup and became stronger. And when you can start to do that and level up like an onion, layer after layer after layer, day after day after day, minute after minute after minute, after finding that gratitude in the small things, all of a sudden everything is good. Because even if something not so good happens, you find the gratitude in that, and then there's gratitude all around. So this month is really about you starting to cultivate this, because this is how I live my life. And here's the thing, I don't even know how it started, when it started. All I know is how it is and how it's going, and it's going pretty fantastic. And as I'm getting ready this morning, I was thinking about, it's not saying that my life is perfect, by no means. My life isn't perfect, my body's not perfect, my anything is not perfect. There's no such thing. But I think it's easy for people to kind of look in on the outside and be like, oh yeah, it's easy for her to find gratitude. No, there's so much going on, but guess what? It's how you look at things that can completely change how you see things through your lens. So this month, please, next level active gratitude. So you saw how my morning went yesterday, right? I was started out amazing, ended amazing. By 7 o'clock, my cup was overflowing. My toes even looked amazing. I was grateful for the pedicure I was able to get. Today was no different. So here's how today went, right? So I'm waking up, I'm like, best day ever. Woo! Best day ever. You know why? Because it's our live, and I love Thursdays. I just love the feel of it. And yesterday, flow day, just what the doctor ordered, feeling good, right? Get to the pool. It was a tough swim, all right? It was a tough swim. I was channeling my inner Dory. I was like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And then in walks these two ladies, and I'd never seen them before. They look like they could have been twins. Kind of, a little bit heavier set, not like you wouldn't look at them and be like, you're fit by any means. No judgment, I'm just saying. And so they get in the pool, and all of a sudden I was like, they were crushing it. They were swimming. And I'm like, oh my God. They inspired me. I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. So I picked up my fins, got a little bit faster, got going a little bit more. I had the best swim ever. And I was like, these ladies have no idea that they are inspiring me. I am grateful for you. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do an extra lap. Silently, it's for you ladies, but you don't even realize it. So I did an extra lap. Best day ever. Leaving the pool, coming home, everything was great. So then I'm getting ready for a recipe today, right? I'm getting ready for it. Have all the ingredients because we're making some almond milk. I'm like, okay, I got the almonds, got the milk. It's pretty easy peas, but I'm missing the pure pumpkin. I look in the pantry and I'm like, who would have thought? So I was like, perfect. I got time for Instacart, put in an Instacart order. All I needed was a pure pumpkin. But of course I loaded up my cart with all these things, the cabbage, the noodles, all the things. Instacart comes and I'm like, I forgot to put in the pure pumpkin. I forgot to put the pure pumpkin in. Darn. So these girls are going to have to just like, we're going to have to play fairy tale land. We are just going to have to pretend like I'm putting in the pure pumpkin into my blender. Okay. We're just going to have to go there. But I'm like, you know what? I'm determined. I went through all my cupboards. I found a can of pure pumpkin. Gratitude right there. I'm like, thank you. Yes, I get to actually do the recipe as I wanted to do it. So then we're moving on. I'm in the shower. My husband comes home. You know, he's had his bicep injury. And he went to the doctor today to find out how much longer he has until he goes back to work. And let me tell you, it's been amazing. He's been so helpful. And come to find out, he gets a whole other month off. Whole other month to help me around the house and to do all the things. I'm like, yes. Anyways, fast forward, getting my lip gloss out of my purse. I lost my iWatch. I have no idea where my iWatch is. Super frustrated last night because I'm like, I know where my iWatch is. I know where I put my things. My kids tend to get into my stuff and move my things. I'm like, don't mess with my iWatch. Anyways, I'm like, whatever. I'm going to find it. Didn't really think too much about it. Digging in for my chapstick, I find my iWatch. I have no idea how the iWatch was there, but it was. So, I mean, look at that. And it's 11:07 and boom, 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 boom. You see how the day goes? But it's how you flip things around, how you find gratitude in a freaking can of pure pumpkin. I mean, come on, people. Start to see the good in everything, all right? And this is how we do it every single day. We're on day 4. I want you to fill up that chart. I want you to fill up. I know, I'm sorry. I only did a one line there. Really, it should be an entire page because by the end of the day, if you see how every little thing you see, there's so much gratitude, but we're not focusing on it. That's what we're not seeing. If we're focusing on it, especially since this month is all about it, that's all you're seeing. Oh my gosh, this woman opened the door for me. Oh my God, like all of a sudden it just starts happening. I don't know if maybe you're thinking, are people just kinder this month or am I focusing on the kindness? I think it's you focusing on the kindness. So that's what this month is all about. In 30 days, I'm telling you, this is where we start to create those habits, create how you see things, and before you know it, you completely change your life. All right, so that's all. That's not all my gratitude. I'm not done yet. Today, here it goes. Here's the shout out of the day. I am so grateful for our tribe. I am so grateful for the connections that are getting made here. And I have examples because, of course, this is like every day I'm grateful for each and every one of you. But ladies, there's been so many like heartfelt posts that have come on our page lately. Kimberly yesterday just posted a really unfortunate situation. Her husband just passed. She's lost a couple people in the past 2 years. And just the love that poured on that feed about, hey, you need a friend? We're here for you. Call me, message me, whatever it may be. If I was closer, I'd walk with you. I mean, just the heartfelt love that pours into this tribe every single day. Kimberly just had a birthday. I saw her amazing post. I mean, just the love that's here. And I used to say I'm kind of biased because, you know, the GFit tribe. However, I'm going to say there is nothing that I've ever seen like each and every one of you girls. Non-judgmental, completely loving, open-hearted. Like there's just nothing like it anywhere that I've seen. And so I just want to give you girls all kudos. And yeah, just grateful. And every day I am blown away. Including coming home the other day to a package. And my heart is so full right now. I want to share with you an incredible gift that I received. Actually, I'm going to share with you too, because this is what I'm talking about. I've never seen anything like this. And not that this is about things, but this is about thought. The thought that goes into finding something that somebody thinks would be meaningful to me and taking the time to send it, to write it, to do whatever. I mean, we see it with the girls within the tribe here. Joy sending stuff to people. I mean, there's just like, it's endless, right? So the other day, I came home to a package and somebody sent me this. My dear friend, Katrina, who's been a client for a very long time, this reminded her of me. It's a superhero. This is a Wonder Woman. She wrote me an amazing card and just said, thank you for inspiring me to find the Wonder Woman within. And this is the thought that goes into this. I mean, look at this. Beautiful, right? So thank you, Katrina. I have no words. Then last week, I opened up a gift. No idea who it's from. Open it up and hope she's on here. Is she on here? Yeah, Barbara, what you focus on? Oh, there she is, my girl, Kathy. check this out, ladies. She went out of her way and created this water bottle for me. Best day ever, with all of these amazing mantras all over it. I know. Check this out. I mean, gratitude, focus, more fati, best day ever. And is this not incredible? Hot, cold. Thank you so much, Kathy. And it even gets better. Oh my God. It looks like Eugene. Kathy, thank you so much. I told you the girls are going to be wanting one of these. So if you want one of these bad boys, apparently she made this. Hit her up. Hit my girl up. She's amazing. She created this, our new G-Fit mugs. And it doesn't end there. Look at this. Best day ever pot holder. Everywhere I go is the best day ever, with a ton of goodies from our artistry studio. If you haven't realized already that, you know, we talked a lot about supplements, and in the store, not only are there incredible high quality supplements, but there's lip glosses, there's unplugged mask days, and she gave me the most incredible idea. So thank you, Kathy. You know what I'm doing for gifts? Thank you, because this is what I'm doing for gifts, is I'm going to put together something similar to this with a couple goodies, and I'm going to throw this in here, and these make the best gifts. So thank you. Everything else is on back order apparently, but not this stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies, truly, you have my heart. We have something very special here, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you to celebrate every single day. All right, so thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much, Kathy and Katrina and each and every one of you. All right, are we ready? We got some questions today. We are going to answer some questions, and then I've got this simple but great recipe to share. It's actually in the pumpkin recipe book, but I'm going to share it with you because it's so good, it's so simple, and I've been using it like crazy. All right, so let me just answer a few questions. We actually have quite a few. This is going to be a little bit longer of a live, sorry, but I'm on fire. Gratitude just like spills out of you, and you just like, ah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. In no particular order. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. In no particular order, here we go. So Rose, how about that interview I had last week with George Hood? Let me just tell you that he is amazing, slightly kind of got a touch of crazy. As I was doing my plank yesterday and barely hit 5 minutes, I'm like, 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 minutes, 10 seconds. I love you, George, and you're amazing. How do you do that? Kudos to George Hood for that one. Great interview. I loved chatting with him, and yes, we will get him to plank with us this month at some point. So Rose, I didn't really get to answer this exactly, so I wanted to touch on it now. How do you know if you're connecting with your muscles properly? Really good question. And basically, what are you working needs to be a question that you're asking yourself. What am I working? Am I working my biceps? Am I working my glutes? And then I want you to mindfully be like, am I feeling it in my biceps? Or am I doing a bicep curl and suddenly feeling it in my calf? Like, you need to be mindful about what you're doing, working that bicep, putting that mind muscle into that connection. So when you're feeling it, like even just right now, mind muscle all in that bicep, contracting and extending. So really just feel, mentally put your head there. Also, you can give yourself a little tap to feel if those muscles are actually firing off, to feel if you're actually activating those muscles. One thing I used to do when I was training, I miss that one-on-one personal training sometimes because you can really like tap in and help people connect, is I would tap their muscles. So like if we were doing, let's say, a lat pull down, I would tap and activate those lats to be like, to make sure that they're firing off, because they're either going to be gushy, that means they're not firing off, or they're going to be solid and strong, and you can feel the muscle fibers. So like, let's see if you can kind of see it. So like here, I can't really see it, but like you can literally see things start to kind of flex and get hard. So if you don't have somebody to kind of help activate, you can do your own little activation and kind of tap it and feel like that's how you know that you're truly connecting to that muscle. So really good question there. Okay, next question from Dawn. In the pumpkin recipe book, can you cut back on the pumpkin and add some of the golden berries? If so, what ratio? And this is in the Miracle Rice pumpkin recipe. Yeah, that's such a good one. Great question there, Dawn. And while it's not an exact swap, what I did was I looked at the menu for this month in November. It'd be a great option for you to do that at meal 2 on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, where you have that fruit. And you can make that recipe, and then you can sub out the pumpkin for a third cup of those berries. Okay, because we have an apple in that meal plan, so you can sub out that apple and basically just replace that pumpkin with the gooseberries right there. Yeah, so really great question there. And isn't that an amazing recipe? I just don't think it does come with the peanut butter in there. So you can have the peanut butter separately if you want, or you can add it in. I don't know. Let me know how you like it, but that's definitely a winner there. Okay, next question is Christine. She says, teas, herbal, no caffeine teas. Can these count towards daily water intake? The cooler weather makes me want a hot cup of tea. Mostly herbal teas, green tea, maybe a cup. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you're not going to have so much coffee or so much tea that it's going to dehydrate you. Actually, I kind of read that that's something that I used to think like having the coffee, the teas is dehydrating you, so pulling away from that water intake. But the truth is that it's so minimal, not worried about it. Yes, especially like a decaf tea, hot water. Sometimes I'll just put lemon in water and just make like a warm water to sip on that during the colder months. Perfectly fine and can totally count towards your water intake. So on that note, sip, water reminder. Okay, next question is from Lisa. My hip flexors on the left side get sore when sitting cross-legged or my leg bent to the side, but also when I go to stand up, my upper portion of left thigh will also be sore, and it takes a few steps to be able to walk normal. Is there something that I can do or some stretches to work the kinks out? So there are actually, if you type in our search bar, it's hip flexor, you'll see some stretches there that are specific to your hip flexors, which are great stretches for you to do. So I'd give those a try. Also, if you're just like sitting around watching TV, you can sit down, open up those legs, sitting down, really opening up those hip flexors like that, just to keep things kind of open and not so confined, especially if you're always like crossing your leg, keeping things open and wide, opening up those knees, sitting down. We do that in a lot of our flows. That's a great one for you when you're just kind of sitting around. And also, I highly recommend you get a lacrosse ball, because lacrosse ball can get into those little areas. So a foam roller is great, but also a lacrosse ball, just to sit on that ball, can help to kind of open things up a little bit. So give those a try, but those stretches in the app, just type in hip flexors, are definitely going to help you. All right. Sorry if there's a little background noise. It's kind of loud, but grateful that we're getting our bathroom remodeled. All right, so disregard that noise if you hear it. Okay, let's see. Next one is Beth. So I usually buy the carb balance wheat tortillas, and they show 3 grams of net carbs. Should I eat 2 or switch to the regular tortillas? Okay, this is a really good question, Beth, and I'm glad that you brought this up, because I wanted to touch on this. I was at Costco last week, and all of a sudden Costco's got all these low carb options, and everything's marketed with keto, right? Keto bread, keto this, keto that. So everyone like naturally is like, yes, no carbs, keto. Great marketing strategy. However, if you look at the back, and same goes with these tortillas, you're going to see, yes, there's only 3 net carbs, but have you seen that ingredient list? Have you seen everything that's in there? Because let me just give you an example. I did a quick search on here. Modified wheat starch, whole wheat flour, wheat gluten, vegetable shortening, hydrated soybean oils, wheat gluten isolate, contains 2 or less % of salt. We don't care about all that stuff. Okay, caramel color. Like, do you see where I'm going with this? Okay, yeah, there's less carbohydrates, but now you're filling up your plate with all of this vegetable shortening, hydrogenated soybean oils, yay, inflammation. Talk about things that are going to cause gut issues. So now you're eating low carb, but then now you have all these gut issues. So when we're having carbohydrates in a meal, have the carbs. So have the real ones. Get the Ezekiel, which are my favorite. If you don't have a problem with gluten, you can get the whole wheat tortillas, the spinach tortillas. But I would really try to, again, ladies, please start to really get used to looking at the ingredient section. Not just the nutritional facts, not just that it has 3 net carbs, but what is actually in there. Modified wheat starch is the first ingredient after water. Whole wheat flour. I mean, come on, people. So answer your question. Great one. Thanks for bringing it up. Ditch those. Let's stick with the real carbs, because on carb days, you're supposed to get the carbs. Okay? So yeah, good question. I love it. Seriously, I was at Costco. Everything's keto. Like, there's no carbs in anything, but it's loaded with all of this stuff. And I'm like, here we go. This is where the gut problems come in. This it is. But everyone's eating low carb keto. Anyways, we eat carbs. Okay, next one is from Beth. Same thing. Someone posted a recipe for Gina's pecan pumpkin spice bars. I copied it and love them, but I don't see the recipe anywhere. So great one. I love that recipe. It's actually in my blog. I have tons of recipes in my blog. I went into it. I took it. I modified it a little bit because it's one of my favorites, and I did add it to the app. I put it under our eggs and baked favorites. However, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering, I think that should go under the dessert section because these pecan bars are incredible. So what do you think? Eggs and baked favorites or dessert? I'm thinking dessert. And isn't this funny that we have this little issue here where we're not sure whether to put something in the egg section or the dessert section, because everything that we eat can quickly, easily be turned into a dessert. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, I'm thinking, what do you think? Dessert? I'm thinking dessert. Yeah, let me know what you ladies think. I think I'm gonna swap that out to put it in the dessert section because they're pecan bars. I mean, come on, people. And they are a fat and a protein. So yes, they are fan-frickin-tastic. You must try them. Yeah, okay, perfect, Beth. I'll put them in the dessert section. Thank you for bringing that up. Those are amazing. Great for this time of year too. Okay, and then did I miss anything? Anything else? I think that's it, ladies. All right, so let's get to cooking. We got a real simple recipe for you, but one that's a game changer and one that every one of you can do because you have all of these ingredients. You have almonds, you have water, you have salt, you have vanilla, you have pure pumpkin. I know that for sure because we're on a pumpkin high. You've got pumpkin spice. If you don't have pumpkin spice, you can do cinnamon. Are you ready? It's so simple and so good. It's gonna replace those pumpkin lattes, okay? So I'm blown away when I get out of my bubble and I go and I hang out with other people that are like normal people that don't really know about the GFit lifestyle and what we do and all the things. The amount of sugar that people eat, the amount of crap, like it's just a normal Tuesday and somebody's just chomping on a piece of like an Airhead, or it's just like a normal Wednesday and I'm going to Starbucks to get myself a pumpkin latte that's just like full of sugar and I'm like, Urgh. I love pumpkin lattes, but here's the thing. If you can create it the GFit way, why would you give in to those unnecessary calories and sugars, right? Like I want to pick my calories and sugars. I want to pick where I put them. But a pumpkin latte, if you can replace it with what we're going to make today, like come on, it's amazing. So we are going to make some almond milk with some pumpkin. This can be used in your oatmeal. It can be used in your shakes. It can be used if you're making like a pudding. It can be used however we would normally use almond milk. However, it's got that little punch of pumpkin, so it can also be used as a creamer. Okay, easy peas. So what I've done is this recipe is in the pumpkin recipe book, but here you go. We're giving it to you here. So I took some almonds, and you can do this with any nuts. So I did almonds and I soaked them 4 to 6 hours. I actually just soaked them overnight with some water. You want to make sure that you cover all the almonds, and then you put a little bit of salt in there. Don't not do the salt. A little bit of salt does make a little bit of a difference. Okay. And especially because we're doing like this, we want a little bit of a sweeter almond milk, and that little bit of sweet with a little bit of salt is perfect. Okay. So I've got the almonds, I soaked them, I rinsed them, and that's just going to kind of soften them. Okay. Then we are going to throw them in our nifty blender. Okay, so there we go. Throw them in our nifty blender with a 1.5 cups of water. All right, and I'm just gonna blend these puppies up. All right, so just give me a quickie little second here. Grab your water. It's water reminder as we blend these up. Almonds and water, that's it. It's gonna blend. You know, if you can hear me, the tortillas from Simply Tortillas. Oh, the prickly pear. Yes. I'm going to have to look at those again. I believe that there was some corn. There was an ingredient in there that I was a little bit mindful of. So I'm going to have to give those a check. And I don't think that they're high in carbs. So remember, the tortillas on a carb day are meant to be carbs, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to turn this puppy up. All right, now If you don't have one of these, definitely get one. This is a nut bag, okay? This is fantastic. And I'm going to tell you something. The other night, I saw somebody had this amazing concoction, and it was like this machine, and it's called like the almond cow, I think it is. I just saw it the other day. And I was like, it's amazing. You don't need to do the hard work with your hands. You literally put the nuts in, you put the water in, you put like, I think you move it to the left, hold it for, it's a 60-second rotation, but it kind of goes 20 seconds and then you'll hear it turn off, and then it's another 20 and then it turns off, and then it's another one and then you turn off. So after 60 seconds, you have this incredible almond milk. And I was like, game changer. You don't have to go through everything that I do to make almond milk. And then I looked at the price and I was like, really? $250 for this thing? Great. But I only have so much room in my kitchen for these gadgets that sometimes those gadgets can be fun, but they're not necessary, right? Like I like to pick and choose how I'm going to spend my money, like spend it on a Vitamix, not necessarily one of these almond things. But when I saw it, I was fascinated. I was like, $60, maybe I would have bought it, but for $200, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to these are great. I'm just going to put this in here. I think I got 2 of these. They're all organic from Amazon. I got these on Amazon. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this in here, and I am just going to, let's see here if we can kind of move this down. You see, you will be surprised how much almond milk you can get out of this thing. So I'm just going to squeeze all of this. Yeah, this is so simple, ladies. This is how you do almond milk. It's really this simple. And you can do it with cashew milk or cashews. You can do it with pecans. You can do it with anything. Look at this. It's a little messy, but I'm telling you, messy is way better than $250. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to pour all of this in here. Okay, oh my gosh. It's so rich too. When you do it on your own, it is so delicious and rich. And right when you think that you've got everything out, use all of your might and you will get so much more out. Look, right when you think you don't have enough in there, you just keep squeezing. You milk the cow. Okay, you keep on going. Oh my goodness, I can smell it. I'm telling you, nothing is better than the real richness when you do it yourself. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm still getting more. And I'm going to get every ounce of this water out. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Look at this. You can keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. Now I'm going to have to do a quick little rinse-a-rooney on my blender. Okay. Just to get all the, you don't want to have any of the, you want it to be milk, right? You don't want it to have any of the pulp. So I'm just going to do a quick little rinse. All right. We're rinsed out. We're good to go. Okay, so it's not as clean of a rinse as if I were not live, but you get the idea, okay? So, oh yes, such richness. Oh gosh, it's so good. Okay, I think I could get a little bit more, but I'm gonna save the time. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in a bowl and I'm gonna store this in the refrigerator because, ladies, I'm gonna use this. This is about a cup of almond paste. They call this the almond pulp. Look at this stuff. I'm gonna make a recipe with this and I'll share that one with you later, but we don't want to waste anything. I don't like to waste anything, okay? So we've got that. Now we're gonna pour this almond milk. So this alone is fantastic, okay? This is almond milk, just as is, beautiful almond milk. But now we're gonna add it into here. And now for the fun additions to make it extra delish, we're gonna do a little bit of pumpkin pie spice, okay? Little bit of pumpkin pie. It's about a teaspoon. Oh my gosh, so good. Starbucks has nothing on us. Nothing. Save yourself the money. Save yourself the gas. Save yourself all of it. Okay, a little bit of vanilla. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit of sea salt. Yes, we did soak it with the salt, but I'm gonna just throw a little bit of sea salt in there. Okay. Telling you, it does make a difference. A little bit of that salt does make a difference. And then your sweetener of choice. So you can do stevia, you can do whatever it is that you use or not. But again, we're kind of making a sweeter nut milk here. So a little bit of stevia, yum. All right, now here's for the fun part. Thank God I found this in the cupboard. Otherwise, we would have gone to imaginary land and I would have been like, okay, pretend like I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of pure pumpkin. And that's what we're going to do. Yum. Okay, simple as that. I'm going to rinse this out so we don't get any of that pulp. So good. Oh my gosh, so, so, so good. Okay, we're gonna put that in there. All right, so now we're just gonna blend this up. You ready for it? Simple little blend. Water. All right, ladies, and here we go. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Look how quickly that came out. We've got ourselves this amazing pumpkin almond milk, pumpkin creamer, whatever you want to call it. And this makes about 2 cups. Look at that. 2 cups. And 1 cup is 1/4 of a fat swap. So yeah, just like normal almond milk, but we made it all ourselves. And I've got these fantastic little jars that I get for the green smoothies. Reuse them. So look at that. Perfect little milk there. And this will go in the refrigerator and this will last 3 to 4 days. I mean, this is not going to last very long, right? Because this is 2 cups. So there you go. This is actually half of a fat swap right there. And yeah, that is it. Now I'm going to make the latte, but I've got to brew my coffee. Has anyone ever done this before? Oh yeah, yay, Amy, she made it. I'm late, but I made it. It's okay. Better late to the party. Yeah, you need to definitely get a nut bag, Jessica. It'll make your life so easy and it's so fun. I mean, we're so quick to just go for convenience, right? But when you actually make something, you just like the richness, you just can taste the difference. So definitely get 2 of those. They come 2 to a pack. I think they were less than $10. Okay, so now I'm going to brew that coffee just because I told you that we have, Starbucks has nothing on us. So now I'm going to make a latte. And I'm going to put that in a, you can do it either hot or cold. I'm thinking that we do it hot. So, this is another fun little gift somebody sent me. Isn't this the sweetest thing ever? It's the logo. Is that not the sweetest thing? Oh my gosh. I just saw that I was getting my Starbucks mug here. All right, so all right, there we go. You know what? I'm actually going to pour it in this nice little mug so you can actually see the beautiful latte. So there we go. And then we're going to pour a little bit of this to make our pumpkin spice latte. Pour it right over here. Check this out, ladies. Oh, yeah. Starbucks, you got nothing on me. Yum. So good. So good, so rich, so delicious. And then like I said, the best part is that this will last a couple days. So even if you just want to use this as your creamer in the morning, I know some people don't like to have it black, and so we've approved a couple tablespoons of almond milk is fine in your coffee. There you go. You've got your pumpkin creamer right there. Just make sure that you shake it up before you use it. Pour it, and it's to die for. All right, ladies. Marie, getting your hair done. Yay. Grateful for getting your hair done. Have the best day ever, my gorgeous girls. I love seeing all the gratitude just pour through. How does it not make you smile when you just see all of the things just flooding everywhere, and they just make you want to just go give somebody a big old hug? So big hugs to everyone. Have an incredible day. Get your plank on. So plankful for each and every one of you. Remember, if there is a hard plank that you can't do, try it out, just like our squats. Like, I encourage you to try all the different variations because we're working all different parts of the midsection. We're working all different parts of the body. We're hitting the glutes, we're hitting the legs, we're hitting the core, we're hitting the obliques, we're hitting the arms. We're doing it all. But remember, if there's a variation that's too challenging for you, you can always go back down to a basic forearm plank, okay? So that's always going to be your backup plan. But with that Tabata rockin' music, I know that it's going to make those planks that much more fun and doable. I love seeing that you girls are enjoying that. I love my Tabata playlist. And have a great day. We will connect real soon. Big hugs. Smooches. I was air frying, making chips to crumble on salads. I love it. I love all the creativity. Yes, yummy. All right, ladies, have a great day, and we'll connect real soon.